Hello and welcome to Manga 96, and today we're going to talk about high school DxD. It's time to talk about how strong Isa's future wives are. As Isa is on the road to become one of the strongest and most important beings in the world, so those who want to stay by his side do need to have a certain level of skill and strength so that they don't become his weakness that others could exploit. Therefore, let's start with Isa's legal wife and her queen and look at what they're capable in battle as well in everyday life as the wives of the Red Dragon Emperor. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as we'll be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with what the legal wife is capable of. Like Sizdrich, Rias inherited exceptional demonic powers from her parents and is adept at using it even for a high-class devil. After Isa transferred powers to her, her demonic powers increased to where it rivaled an ultimate class devil, shaking the ground and reaching Satan class level. Azazel noted that even without training, Rias has the potential to become one of the highest class devils using natural talent. She was capable of overpowering ultimate class devils wounded by Chrome Crouch, while in her Balor princess form could keep up with Fenrir at 80% power. She possesses power of destruction, which is a unique demonic power which allows her to erase and disintegrate matter, living and inanimate things, often releasing massive blasts able to erase massive targets. Rias has improved her power of destruction to the point of being able to compress it into multiple bullets, lessening their attack range, but Kiba noted those without enough power would vanish from one of them. Extinguished Star is Rias' ultimate one-hit kill technique made due to the influence of Isa's power. She focuses her power of destruction into a compression of demonic power, taking form as an enormous spear with a crimson and black aura radiating from it. Though it moves toward targets at a slow speed, it has a strong magnetic force that pulls them towards it, that disintegrates things like a black hole. Its destructive power has been said to surpass the rating game's retiring system. Due to being the king of her own peerage, Rias has the ability to use castling, which allows her to swap locations with one of her rooks. She first used it during Nirim's attack on Ko Academy, swapping places with one of her unused rook pieces. She is also capable of healing others using her demonic powers. It requires her embracing the injured person and both parties to be completely nude in skin-to-skin contact for better effect. She has shown to be able to heal fatal wounds such as when Isa was struck by a light weapon. Rias has gained the ability to project a red light from her breast which recharges Isa's energy called Oppai Beam. Each use of this power causes her breast to temporarily shrink in size, where her breast size will restore itself after a few days of rest. She can also create several barriers, able to protect herself and her servants from Kataria's self-destruction spell during the Free Factions conference. In True Volume 3, she can use her demonic power to change the color of her hair from crimson to blonde. Rias has shown great tolerance to damage and pain. She was going to continue to fight Regulus and remain in the rating game despite the intense blood loss. Though outsmarted several times throughout the series, Rias has proven herself to be an excellent tactician and has saved her team along with others many times due to her profound intellect and her ability to handle unexpected difficulties calmly. She also possesses some other forms which she can access throughout the help of Isa and Gasper, with the first one being Crimson Extinct Dragnur, also known as Crimson Dragon Princess of Annihilation, which is a combination technique between her and Isa, where she uses his red wyverns and they both sync of their auras, and the wyverns attach themselves to Rias to create her own female version of Isa's scale male. The armor acts just like Isa's, boosting her abilities and giving her the ability to utilize boost, transfer and penetration until she reaches her limit. Then we have Forbidden Invade Balor the Princess, also known as the Beast Ruin Princess of Forbidden Night and True Darkness. A combination technique between her and Gasper, where he melts into his shadow and fuses with her, covering her in darkness. This resulted in a form of Rias which appears as a dark beast in the shape of a human enveloped in a deep red aura of destruction and also a third eye with a deep red pupil and gaining 10 wings. This was inspired from Cyrox's Balance Breaker supplement by her Crimson Extinct Dragnur. Rias is able to use her third eye to freeze opponents in time and travel through shadows. Her own power of destruction is also greatly enhanced with the infusion of Power of Darkness, as well as to stop her own attacks and control them, such as changing their trajectory. This form, while still incomplete, exceeds Saturn class powers and is able to casually destroy an area with a radius of a few hundred meters filled with skyscrapers. Rias also possesses Galatine II, which is a crimson sword able to be used by a devil, which Rias had received from heaven as a blessing after her engagements to Issa, which she plans to pass on to their future children. For skills that have nothing to do with fighting, Rias has become adept at quite a range of normal activities that no one else like her will do while living in the human world. She is capable of housework such as gardening and cooking, both being her hobbies. She is also a great chef with a wide range of cooking skills and can cook food of the finest quality. According to Issa, she is good at cooking Japanese food, Western food and Chinese food. He considers Rias to be one of the 4 heavenly kings of the kitchen in the Hyodo residence alongside Akeno, Asya and Miki. Rias has also a driving license and owns multiple cars such as a red saloon and a red convertible, being 2 of them, which she uses to have driving dates with Issa. Moving on to Issa's second wife, who is as well the queen of the Gremory group, Akeno. Akeno has a great potential in using demonic powers, comparable to her king Rias, despite being a reincarnated devil. She became one of the first 3 to be promoted to middle class devil. As Azazel stated, she rivals high class devils. Akeno enhances her powers to the point of being able to defeat an army of mass-produced evil dragons. She also excels in using natural elements such as lightning, ice, fire and water. She is able to create thunderclouds using her demonic powers, making lightning bolts rain down on her opponents. She could freeze Cerberus Flame in an instant and target ice spears at her opponents. In Volume 14, much like her Holy Lightning Dragon, Akeno can also form Asian Dragon made out of fire and ice, sending them at her enemies. She originally specialized in lightning demonic powers alone before she began using Holy Lightning abilities where Akeno adds power of light. Her strikes were shown to cause immense lasting pain as well as a paralyze, at its strongest showed to be powerful enough to obliterate a whole building. She can also perform fire demonic power through Asian dragons. Akeno has shown to be able to summon a vast amount of body of water large enough to fill a swimming pool. She is also capable of freezing her targets and create ice into spikes and projectiles. She is shown creating a blizzard that instantly freezes even fire. She has been shown to be able to use magic to strengthen the power of her defense by focusing the rook trait of her queen piece to protect herself as well as others from powerful attacks. As a queen, Akeno can strengthen her magic and demonic powers using the bishop aspect, which has shown to be most adept at using in combat. Usually, when she needs to use all of her magic power, she alters her clothes into Shinto priestess attire that gives her the epithet Priestess of Thunder. She also uses this to repair hers and the clothes of others. Akeno's signature skill that she inherited from her father Barakwell, Akeno combines the power of light and lightning to create holy lightning. She can make high density lightning strikes on her opponents, which is fatal for ordinary devils. Due to her constant draining of Issa's dragon aura, she has gained the ability to shape her holy lightning into the form of an Asian dragon, which can move as it was alive. It has been shown to be immensely powerful, devouring large fragments of rocks and erasing one of Grandel's fireballs. In Volume 19, Akeno can create 5 large holy lightning dragons. In Volume 2, Akeno can shape her holy lightning into the form of a 5-headed Asian dragon. As a queen, Akeno possesses enhanced strength and defenses through the rook trait of her queen piece, but due to Akeno never resorting to physical confrontations, it is unknown how her physical prowess compares to Koneko. She also possesses a special mode which is called Fallen Angel mode. This is a special Fallen Angel form which Akeno achieved through making her Holy Lightning Blood Dancer. In this form, she gained 6 black Fallen Angel wings which strengthened the Holy Lightning, making her appear more like a top tier Fallen Angel. At first it required the usage of two special bracelets created by Azazel, however she soon became able to enter this form on her own. In Show Volume 2, Akeno's strength increases to the point of gaining 8 black wings. She has shown herself to be skilled in the use of magic, with her Rias and Rosweise being the top magic type specialized in the peerage before Rosweise left. Her magic abilities are enhanced through the bishop trait of her queen piece. Akeno has some skill in summoning magic, being able to instruct Asya in its use. She is shown to summon up to 6 imp-like familiars that are useful in Recon. Her ability to summon creatures was strengthened after she entered the Himejima household and strengthened her Himejima blood, thus allowing her to summon legendary yokai like Ura and Ibaraki Dojo. She has also the ability to purify evil spirits which she learned from her mother. However, since she lacks senjutsu prowess, her ability is inferior to Koneko's and Kuroka's. As mentioned by Issa and Rias, Akeno has developed a skill to sneak behind people without leaving any presence. Rias mentioned that Akeno has learned a skill that allows her to avoid detection from Koneko's senjutsu sensing abilities. As for some equipment that Akeno possesses which makes her stronger, first we have the Queen Piece, as Akeno was reincarnated using the Queen Piece, which grants her the characteristic of a rook, bishop and a knight, although she is more acclaimed to the bishop trait instead of the rook and knight. Then we have a golden bracelet engraved with magical characters, an invention by Azazel that assisted the fallen angelization of Akeno. She also possesses an Oni mask. This Oni mask allows her to summon 2 6-meter tall demons, one named Ura, the famous evil Oni that became the head of its kind and lived in Onigashima, and second Ibaraki Dojo, a legendary Onigami who served as the right hand of Shuten Doji, one of the 3 great yokai of Japan. And lastly, for skills that have nothing to do with fighting, Akeno is an extremely skilled cook, cooking delicious foods such as nikujaga, which reminded Barakwell of Shuri. Her cooking skills are enough for her to be known as one of the 4 heavenly kings alongside Miki, Rias and Asya, cooking delicious foods, often competing with Rias over Issa. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on those 2. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.